Hi there, YouTubers, YouTube Nation, YouTubians, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. Mr. Lewis here in the fucking house. You know, sometimes I don't quite get enough human stupidity from the news or Twitter, so I have to reach out to common folks in order to gather the hilariously moronic material that I need for my videos. Now, Facebook is great for this. Just a sea of stupidity floating around there. And I don't really care about offending my Facebook friends because most of them only have me on there to observe the non-stop train wreck that is my life. I'm confused by a lot of behavior people have a tendency to engage in on Facebook. I find that they usually fit into predictable categories and don't often venture outside of these common parameters. So with my heightened understanding of this, I've compiled a list called Top 20 Facebook Personalities. Hope y'all enjoy. Number 20. People who log off immediately after you say hi to them in the chat box. Like, fuck you too then. Where do you get the nerve, you asshole? Even if you have to go, just explain why. Type out, on my way out, I'll catch you later. Or at the bare minimum, explain why you had to log off the next time you come online. Ignoring shit isn't the way normal human beings communicate with each other. Could you imagine if you came up to me at a bar, say hi, then I just stare at you blankly like, and then walk out the fucking door? Well, that's exactly what you're doing on the web. If you have too many friends, then shrink your circle a little bit. Have a little fucking netiquette. Number 19. There's the I will only show you my accomplishments and accolades people. Now, on the surface, you would think that they're idealized beings, but you gotta remember, for every 99% test score, or hot girl that they nail, or touchdown that they score, there are probably at least 10 failed tests, 5 girls that look like they could sub in to host the Tales from the Crypt, and months spent in concussion recovery that they're probably not telling you about. Number 18. Here's a song that I like. Oh, here's another song that I like. Oh, I just heard this song and I really like it. Here you go. Here's a movie that I'm watching right now on Netflix. Yawn. If the material of others is all that you have to share with the world, then chances are I don't really care what your opinions on art are. 17. I'm gonna close my eyes and pretend that tragedies don't exist. Then hopefully they'll just go away. God, these people fucking annoy me. They're truly halting real change in the world because of having inability to discuss the things we should be doing to make sure that tragedies don't happen again. You know what? I'm sick of hearing your happy thoughts on days that there are mass shootings. You can't plug your ears and close your eyes when horrible things happen. Because heaven forbid they happen to you, and then you try to reach out to make some change, but no one wants to hear it because you're killing the positive vibes. Fuck you, and plug yourself into the real world, so we can start having the discussions in order to take the necessary steps to make sure that these horrible things happen as infrequently as possible. Number 16. The I will constantly post my failures and try and score some pity points people. We get it. Your life sucks. Stop forcing us to have to look at your failed life. You're killing a buzz, asshole. Just be thankful that you're not poking at a ground with a stick in front of you so that you don't step on any landmines. Every time you think life is only doom and gloom, just remember, it can always be worse. That's because you could be dead. Then you wouldn't have a life worth complaining about. I hope you're ready for this next one. I'm gonna 15 you so hard you're not even gonna be able to walk in the morning. The here's what I'm doing right now people. Gone to the gym. Is at the movies with Stacy. going to the furry convention at the West Edmonton Mall. Why on earth would you want to let people know what you're doing exactly when you're doing it? These are the same people that probably wouldn't complain about having an RFID chip jammed inside of them. A much better technique is to tell people what you did after you've done it. That way you won't have any bottom tier web friends invading your good time in the real world. It's time for number 14. Now I'm certain you Facebookers out there have encountered this next persona. A person who regurgitates nothing but redundant statements. You ever see someone that will go, "The weather is so much nicer today," the day after a major storm? Or they'll say, "Gee, I feel so much better now that I'm not sick today." Really? Who would have ever guessed that? You know what? I feel so much worse when I'm not busy getting a blowjob, but you don't see me telling everybody about it. Do you know why? Because they already know. Number this many. If I didn't have children, I would have absolutely nothing to post about. You know, what are you gonna do if your baby grows up and doesn't want his or her baby pictures and embarrassing moments plastered all over the internet for everyone to see? I mean, this is especially relevant to the people who have their babies as their profile pictures. Your profile's supposed to be about you. It should have you pictured on it because your baby, your child, isn't the one making your post. And as far as I'm concerned, these people who have profile pictures with whoever they're currently sticking their dick inside of, / whoever's currently sticking their dick inside of them, artificial or otherwise, can also be placed in this category. If you have to showcase your newest flesh trophy in order to feel like a complete person, then I would advise being single as fast as you fucking can. Maybe try developing your own personality first, and then seek someone to complement that personality, rather than having your significant other as the only part of your personality. What you talking about, number 12? Say what? I post way too infrequently to not be up to any shady behavior in life people. Anytime there's someone who never posts or is never online, you can know for certain that they are deeply involved in a heavily committed relationship with either drugs or crime or chronic masturbation. Sometimes all three. Thank heaven, brethren, it's number 11. These people who keep sending me game requests. Do I look like the type of person that kills time playing games? That was a rhetorical question, by the way, in case you didn't pick that up. I'm sure we're all aware that games exist online, and that playing them is an option. That doesn't mean we need to be reminded of the fact every fucking day.